Good morning. Today is the 3rd. Yeah. Okay. When the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us, for as for this Moses, we wot not what is become of him. Exodus 32:1. How easy it was for the ancient Israelites to wander from the path of righteousness in the short time their prophet leader was on the mount communing with Jehovah. The noble Aaron, an otherwise faithful and obedient servant of the Lord, yielded to the persuasions of the people who had lived for 400 years in a land steeped in idolatry. It has often been said, and rightly so, that it is one thing to make Israel out of Egypt, and quite another to take Egypt out of Israel. It must have been tremendous pressure, but Aaron sinned. He made for the people a molten calf that the people might worship, when not long before the true and living God had given strict instructions against such practices. Vigilance and a constant reminder of the commandments of God are forever necessary to avoid the golden calves that beckon for our attention. You have to wonder how long Moses was in that mountain for them to be like, okay, he's been gone a week. Give us a new God. I mean, that's just weird. Okay. So, today is Genesis 31, verses 1 through 27. And in this, Laban's sons are complaining to Laban, saying, Jacob has more than we do. That's not right. He has more than us. And Laban's countenance changes towards Jacob, and Jacob sees it. And so he calls Leah and Rachel out to the field to counsel with them. He says, listen, your dad isn't treating me like he used to. He's changed my wages 10 times. What should we do? I had a dream where the Lord said, I need to leave. Do you guys want to leave? What do you want to do? What should we do? And they say, our dad sold us. He sold us to you, and there's no inheritance left for us in his house. It's gone. He's spent it. Let's go. So they steal away in the night. But before they go, Rachel steals her father's idols. So even though Jacob went back to this family so that he could marry women who are in the covenant, his father-in-law is an idol worshiper, which you're just kind of wondering. Anyways, Rachel steals his idols, and they take off in the night. They're gone 3 days. Laban chases after them, catches up, and says, why did you do this? I could have sent you away with a party, but instead you stole him away with like a sword. How dare you? That's exactly where we leave off. So, what to talk about? First things first, why would Rachel steal the idols? In the Unshaken podcast, he talks about maybe a couple of reasons why. She wanted them, or she wanted to kind of stick it to her father. Nobody knows the reason for her stealing those idols. Rachel isn't the goddess that Jacob thinks she is. She's got her faults, and just because he loved her more doesn't mean that she was this Eve type woman. She was probably a little bit human, a little more faulty and frail, like us. She sinned occasionally. We all do. Pride, whining, complaining, the typical life of a woman. Let's see. But he called Leah and Rachel out to the field to counsel with both of them. He didn't just counsel with Rachel and then say, hey, Leah, this is what we're doing. He brought both of them out there. They both had a discussion with him. They talked about their situation. She was an equal partner in the decision to be made. And it's an important note. It's a very important note. Let's see. I think that's all. I think that's all that there is to discuss in here today. Yeah. So that was Genesis 31 verses 1 through 27. I will see you tomorrow for 28 through 55, where hopefully there's a little bit more to talk about.